Mold kicked my arse and I want you to avoid it. I'm Dr. Trish Leigh. Welcome to this video, and I just want to share with you that I don't know if I'm on the tail end, but I hope I'm towards the tail end of dealing with toxic mold poisoning that has actually made me very, very sick. So what happened was, over a really long time of being sick, I discovered that my house had mold in the wall where I could not see it, but it was making me sick all day, every day, by making the air quality in my home toxic. The air quality became very, very toxic. We actually had to move out of our house, and I'm currently moving. I'm living in a townhouse, and we don't know when we can move back in. But the reason I'm here is because one of the first things that I did when I felt that I had a problem, actually a doctor I'm working with recommended it to me, and it's called immunolytics. They are petri dish style mold testing dishes, and at the recording of this video they're only $33 a dish. If you use the link below, then you can go directly to the page that I endorse for purchasing that dish. And this is what I encourage you to do. Get a dish for every room in your house, because I'm going to tell you my story in a second. And when I did just that, I got dishes for each room in my house. It blew my mind what came back, and I knew nothing about it. And I am now equipped to help you if your dishes come back funky. So get the dishes. That's step number one. And I'm going to be recording a program that I explain to you what you will find in the dish in terms of all the different molds that are possible, which ones are toxic, which ones you need to look out for, and what you need to do if your dishes come back with it. That's step one. So for a really affordable price, you can check your home for mold, and then you can move up towards figuring out if you need more expensive testing. Because after I had those dishes, I ended up having my home evaluated, and it was $5,000. Now, it's very difficult to call in a professional remediation company to test your home for mycotoxins and mold poisoning if you don't have anything to base it on, except for I was the only one that was sick. Nobody else in my family was sick. And really, I pulled the trigger when my little daughter, my youngest, started to show symptoms on her face. But I didn't know it was mold. So it's not like I was sitting around. I had no idea. So I got these dishes. Let me tell you the story. I got the dishes. I ordered one. Actually, we have a lot of rooms in our house, so I only ordered like 5 or 6 of them because they're $33. Same thing, I spent like $200, So I put them around, you put them out for an hour, you cap them up, and you mail them to the company. They take pictures of the molds that developed, and they analyze it, and they email you that analysis. Or I think it comes up on their website when you log in. And I still had no idea what that meant for me, but you've met me, right? I now know I'm going to be the mold expert of the world. I looked it all up. I talked with my professionals that I'm working with, and those dishes came back in my home with like 10 different molds. No joke. I should put a picture of them online or on Instagram because they are so funky, and each room came back with different ones. And of course, my husband, who is an Enneagram 8, whose defense mechanism is denial, so now I don't listen to him anymore. My husband's like, oh, I think those are just the molds from leaves. And I'm like, dude, I looked this up. These are not molds from leaves. These are toxic molds, my man. And he still didn't believe me, but he did get the company to come out and to test the house. It took a little while. And honestly, I was already sleeping on the back porch because I knew the house was making me sick. And I said to the hubs, I'm out of here, my man, because this house is making me sick and I can't sleep in it another night. I slept outside of my back porch for like 4 nights in the roasting heat in North Carolina summer. And then I came and rented this townhouse because I was done with it. And then the house testing came back simultaneously that it was very, very toxic. And then my testing from inside my body came back right around the same time, that I'm loaded with the same toxins that were found in that petri dish. So that's why for $33, it's the start of unraveling if your autoimmune disorders, if your eye problems, your mouth problems, your hair problems, your scalp problems, your ear problems, your sinus problems, thyroid problems. There's so many problems that are caused by mold poisoning that you never link back to mold. That's the craziest thing about it. Our home's beautiful. You know, we have a gorgeous home in a gorgeous neighborhood. You would never think that it was filled with toxic mold. So that's why I'm here, because I want you to know, get these dishes, get a couple of them, put them near your bed where you sleep. Put them in your office if you have a home office and you spend a lot of time there. Put it in your kitchen near the sink. Those were the 3 hot spots in my room. There ended up being black mold in the basement wall from a shower leak, that the vent from the basement to upstairs was right next to my bed. I'm breathing that stuff in all night, every night. Another hotspot was up in, I converted the attic into my office. My family never went there, but I went there 8 hours a day, which explains why I was mostly sick and they were not. And another hotspot was near the kitchen sink, where those were my 3 places. I basically would work, go into the kitchen to make meals for my family, and go to bed. And so I was toxifying myself significantly, threefold, and I do not want that for you. So please use the link below, get the immunolytics dishes, put them out in important places in your home, send them in, get the analysis. If you need help, reach out to us. As part of our neurofeedback coaching program, I'm including the ability to analyze any of those immunolytics trays, being able to analyze any of your testing that comes back of your body or your home. I know how to do it all now. I've become very, very good at it. And I will be testing my home and body for the rest of my life. So it will be a skill that not only I have developed, I will be getting better at forever. So please, I encourage you. I've already had many, many people use this link, and some people have found some molds in their home. Other people, their homes came back clean. Either way, you know, knowledge is power. Okay, if you want help on the journey, please reach out to me, drtrishleigh.com. I would absolutely love to help you. If you're suffering from any autoimmune diseases or any funky conditions that you don't know where they're coming from, if you've been told you have X condition and there is no cause, please reach out to me, because I've been told that about 20 times. And now I know all of those X conditions were mold poisoning. Okay, until next time, control your brain or it'll control you.